Welcome to the Great Wellness Reset, the podcast where we cut through the wellness noise and bring you clear, natural ways to support your mind and body every day.
In today's episode, we're exploring the link between gut health and mental clarity. If you've ever felt foggy, unfocused, or emotionally off and can't quite figure out why, your gut might be trying to tell you something. We're breaking down how your digestive health affects your brain, mood, and energy, and sharing practical steps you can take to feel more clear, calm, and in control.
So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's reset. Naturally.
Here's something that might surprise you. Those trillions of bacteria living in your gut aren't just helping digest food. They're actually controlling your thoughts and emotions. The science behind this is absolutely mind-blowing.
Well, that's fascinating because we're essentially walking around with this second brain in our digestive system, and most people have no idea how powerful it really is.
You know what's really interesting about this? Scientists have discovered that these gut bacteria produce many of the same neurotransmitters that our brain uses. We're talking about serotonin, dopamine, the chemicals that control our mood and behavior.
So when people talk about having a gut feeling, they're actually describing a real biological process?
Exactly right. And here's where it gets even more fascinating. When our gut bacteria get out of balance, they create inflammation that actually travels to our brain. Recent studies have shown direct links between poor gut health and conditions like anxiety, depression, and even memory loss.
That explains why so many people report feeling mentally foggy after eating certain foods or during periods of digestive issues.
And get this, a recent study found that people who added probiotics and fiber-rich foods to their diet didn't just see improvements in digestion. They actually experienced sharper thinking and better mood outcomes. It's like giving your brain an upgrade through your stomach.
So what exactly happens when we eat processed foods? I mean, we know they're not great for us, but what's the specific impact on our gut bacteria?
Well, think of it like this. Processed foods are basically feeding the wrong crowd in your gut. They promote the growth of harmful bacteria that create inflammation and disrupt the whole system. It's like giving resources to the troublemakers instead of the peacekeepers.
That's such a clear way to think about it. So what should we be eating instead to support the good guys?
The research shows that high-fiber foods are absolutely crucial. Things like leafy greens, berries, and beans. These foods act like premium fuel for beneficial bacteria. But here's what's really interesting. Fermented foods like kimchi and kefir can actually introduce new beneficial bacteria strains into your gut.
Though I imagine making these changes isn't always easy for people who aren't used to eating these foods.
You're right, and that's why starting small is so important. Even adding one fermented food or switching out one processed snack can start making a difference. The key finding from recent studies is that our gut bacteria can respond to positive changes within just a few weeks.
Well, that's encouraging news for anyone feeling overwhelmed by all this information.
And here's another fascinating aspect. Exercise plays a huge role in gut health. Even a 15-minute walk can reduce stress and help beneficial bacteria thrive. The research shows that movement actually increases microbial diversity in your gut.
That's incredible how everything is connected. What about sleep? Does that affect our gut bacteria too?
Absolutely it does. Scientists have discovered that our gut bacteria have their own circadian rhythm, just like our brain. When we disrupt our sleep patterns, we're actually throwing off this entire microscopic ecosystem. Studies show that just 2 nights of poor sleep can significantly alter our gut microbiome.
So when people pull all-nighters or do shift work, they're not just affecting their brain function, they're disrupting their entire gut ecosystem.
Right, and here's what's really crucial to understand. This isn't just about feeling good or bad. Poor gut health has been linked to serious long-term health issues. The good news is that making positive changes doesn't require a complete lifestyle overhaul.
What would you say are the most important first steps for someone wanting to improve their gut health?
Based on the latest research, there are 3 key areas to focus on. First, gradually increasing fiber-rich foods. Second, incorporating at least one fermented food daily. And third, maintaining consistent sleep patterns. But here's the really interesting part. Studies show that even small improvements in these areas can lead to significant changes in both gut and brain health.
That makes it feel much more manageable than trying to change everything at once.
And you know what's really exciting? We're just scratching the surface of understanding this gut-brain connection. New research is coming out almost weekly, showing how our gut bacteria influence everything from our immune system to our mental health. It's revolutionizing how we think about wellness.
Well, this certainly gives new meaning to the phrase, "You are what you eat."
Indeed, it does. And perhaps the most powerful takeaway from all this research is that we have more control over our mental and physical well-being than we previously thought. Every meal, every walk, every good night's sleep is an opportunity to support our gut health, and by extension, our brain health.
That's a wrap on today's episode of The Great Wellness Reset. We hope this deep dive into gut health and mental clarity gave you some fresh insight, and maybe even a few aha moments on how connected your body and mind really are.
If you're ready to take the next step toward lasting wellness, be sure to visit us at www.greatwellnessreset.com. You'll find helpful blog articles, free resources like our 30-day Wellness Reset ebook, and more tools to support your journey naturally. Thanks for listening. Until next time, stay grounded, stay curious, and keep choosing wellness because it's the one thing that really matters.